Hi, guys. You're not going to work for me, are you?
For science, I get to draw Mr. Potato Head. Oh,
I tried to do my last video, but it's not cooperating. I'm sorry, what? No. We're not allowed to. We're not allowed to congregate in rooms anymore. I don't. So Mia could come in, but I'm not sure that Brittany's going to come. Okay. Correct.
Mrs. McNaira's wearing my bracelet.
Cool. Hi, guys. So I just wanted to get on, and we're going to do the last page of our story today, and we're going to answer the questions that are 8 and 9 on our paper, okay? When you get off of here, I would like you to find someone to read the story to. You can read it in your head. You can call someone on the phone. You can go find mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whomever you live with, maybe a little brother or sister would like you to hear the story. I would like you to get one more run through of the story before we go ahead and take our test tomorrow, okay? So I'm going to grab my big book and have it in front of me. And I'm going to go ahead and press play on our story.
Then on Sunday, it happened. It was late in the afternoon, and after finishing her math and English, Natalie settled into her beanbag chair to read about ancient Egypt in her social studies book. The chair was so comfortable, and she had stayed up too late the night before. The next thing Natalie knew, her mom was shaking her awake. Natalie, you won't believe this. You know this manuscript that Lisa made me bring home? Well, I opened it up, just to tell her I looked at it, and I started reading it. And it's just, well, I couldn't stop reading it. It's one of the best things I've read in a long time. And besides that, it's even a school story. Isn't that great? Natalie wanted to throw her arms around her mom's neck and burst into tears. She wanted to say, "It's mine, Mom. I wrote that. I wrote it for you, and I wrote it for Dad, and I'm so happy that you like it." But she couldn't, so she didn't. Instead, Natalie gulped, and she smiled and said, "That's great, Mom. So it's really good?"
All right, so then question number 9 says, explain why Natalie may have chosen not to tell her mom that she authored the story. Use text evidence in your answer. So I want you to go back and I want you to think why it would not have been, or why it would have looked bad if she would have told her mom that she was the author. So use things from the story, possibly about what she did that was dishonest or lying. That would be a great answer, and to keep that in mind when it's time. All right, we're going to read the last paragraph there. I want you guys to keep in mind that the different actions that motivates Natalie throughout the story on why she's did what she did. What was her end goal? What was the end game in hers? Okay, she wanted to get a book published. She wanted to be successful. Was it worth going through all of these hoops in the way that she did it, though? All right, let's finish up this story.
Her mom nodded excitedly. It's got such a wonderful feeling all through it. I mean, it needs some work here and there, but this Cassandra Day, that's the author, it's her first novel. And for a first novel, it's terrific. I can't wait for you to read it. And Natalie nodded and said, I'd love to.
All right, so that's the end of our story there. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to answer number 10. What questions do you have that are unanswered? You could go pick up Andrew Clement's novel and you could go from there and you could see how the story ends, because this, once again, is just like the middle of his novel. So we learned information that happened first, but now we don't know how it truly ends. And a lot of our books that we read does this, okay? Like we have an excerpt from The Boy Who Saved Baseball, and I had kids that went and checked that book out from the library because they really wanted to know what happened. So you could do that. What questions do you have? I'd like you to write 2 down for number 10. Now, when you complete this, I have on there this text questions page is due back today, Thursday evening by midnight. So submit it. A way you can do that is you can just go up to the box where it says turn in and press turn in. It should be your very own copy at this point. Hopefully you didn't submit it until today because all those questions needed to be answered. Now go find someone to read your story to, because tomorrow we're taking a quick quiz over what we read. Thanks for listening.